What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Blue. This video is entitled Men Humbles, a Room Full of Women reaction. I'm down. Let's watch it.
So us guys might grow up with the idea that we're supposed to do something, and if we don't get taught by our parents that, we get taught by movies at the very least. We grow up to think we should be doing something, and that makes most of us feel inadequate because most of us have never been taught how to do anything. So now what happens is we walk through life seeing women that we're attracted to and not being able to do anything. That's a guy's life. Some guys approach everybody. Some. But what do you think that is as a percentage, really? What do you think? If this is all guys, this many are running up to every woman they like. In fact, this many are running up to every woman. This many are running up to every woman they like, and the rest of us, this many, will never approach a woman. And the rest of us, we wait for the right moment. And we're not very good at judging when is the right moment.
I feel him, for me personally, I feel like I fall somewhere in the middle, but it could be wishful thinking. But no, I definitely fall somewhere in the middle. No, man, you gotta wait for the right moment. There is no just going up to every single woman that you meet. You start to get a reputation that way as a guy who's just kind of weird and awkward and a kind of a pig and kind of a player. You don't want that reputation, especially, you can have that kind of reputation in a big town. You can have that reputation in a small town. It is not okay to just go up to every woman you meet and play the numbers game and oh man, I'm gonna get one of these numbers. Oh, maybe today if I go up to 20 women, I'm gonna at least get 3 of them or something like that. You start to gain a reputation. Women talk, so you can't just be running up to women talking about something. Hey, what's your number? Hey, what's your number? Hey, what's your name? What's up? Blah blah blah. Hey, yo, blah blah blah. That's awkward. That's weird. You gotta judge the moments and strike, have the confidence to strike when the time is right.
What's interesting so far about this video is that he drew this graph showing a very small percentage of men who actually, I guess, go up to women that they're interested in or that they want to talk to. I don't really personally find that shocking, because to think that every man who just wants to talk to a woman does it, isn't the case, of course, and women probably vice versa, but I do like him kind of speaking on it. If you haven't learned from movies or even your parents that you kind of have to have this mentality that, hey, you should be doing something with your life or you should be getting something done, maybe there's a little bit of a lack of guidance of exactly how to do those things. Therefore, maybe it actually kind of leads into men's lives where it's not always super easy to know how do you go and talk to a woman.
We also don't know what to do when we've decided it's the right moment, which is why you guys constantly experience guys coming up to you and doing creepy shit.
You hear the reaction? Oh my God, I know, right?
So we then ask, okay, with this group of men, should women start being more proactive in order to get them to do something? How many of you have ever been guilty of this in some form or another? You said, if a guy hasn't got the balls to come and approach me, that's not the sort of guy I want anyway. How many of us said a version of that? You're crazy.
Seriously.
And I'll tell you why. I'm just going to give it to you straight. If us guys approached every woman we were attracted to, we wouldn't have jobs.
It's a young man's
It's
game.
all we would be doing.
That's funny. He's funny.
So the idea that if a guy doesn't come up to me, I'm just not interested in him is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Guys out of 30 women that they might be attracted to, maybe will approach one.
This has got to be a good strategy, a good business strategy for this British guy with the British accent. Attractive. Yeah, he can get a room full of women to listen to him about how to date properly. I can see it. Like, no homo. Pause. Wait. No homo. I'm just saying it's a good business strategy for him and his British accent. Good jawline. Perfect hair.
Maybe we'll approach one. Maybe we'll find the right moment with one of them. And here's what I mean by the right moment. A moment which he feels is easy enough to do something. Every other moment, the moment it presents too many hurdles, he doesn't do it. You're with a big group of friends, not going to do it. You're in a rush and you have that look on your face like, I'm just getting my coffee and I got to get to work because I'm in a meeting and I got this stuff and I got this stuff and I got to go and I got to go. Text, oh my God, so many things. Yeah, I'm coming, Jake, I'm coming.
No.
He ain't coming up to you then.
But the guy that hits on 1,000 women a day, he's going to come up to her. And he's probably going to miss that opportunity because he didn't read the situation right. He could have probably got the number. He probably could have if she wasn't giving off the vibe that she was just so busy with, whatever. He probably would have got the number at a later date, if he would have just read the situation.
I like how he presents his information. I find him funny, which is very important with public speaking, because if you're super dry and you're just talking, people tune out. So you do have to be on some form of performative to, keep humans relatively low attention span. Seems like what he's advising them is, if unfortunately you've had a mentality of, well, I'm kind of just waiting for a guy to approach me and hasn't really happened, it's a pretty good way and presentation as to why he's saying this is why that's probably not happened. I mean, there's probably plenty of guys that you've locked eyes with, he's locked eyes with you, but he didn't walk up to you because, like he said, he might have found 10 women attractive that day and only goes up to one. And, if you thought he was attractive and he thought you were attractive, maybe it's not just the right answer to always wait on, someone to come up to you. Try to get out of your comfort zone as well, since you expect someone else to do that.
I wonder if Blue follows that same advice. Hey, if I saw Blue, she don't need to get out of her comfort zone. I'm gonna try to insert myself in hers. Pause. I mean, Blue's attractive.
I'm coming. He ain't coming up to you then. She looks busy, she'll fucking kill me. Seriously. You're standing with that friend of yours. Oh, he's my gay guy friend. He's so lovely. I always hang out with him. We always go out, never get approached by guys. Wonder why. He's not coming up to you while you're standing there with your gay friend because all he thinks is this is your boyfriend. This is someone that you're dating right now.
Brother.
I didn't even think about that.
He sees you walking along the street in the daytime. Most guys won't approach you then. You know why? Because they're worried that they'll look creepy if they do.
Right.
Really would love to talk to her. Maybe I'll look creepy if I try. Don't want to do anything. But women, what they often do is they say, oh no, but that's not true. Guys do come up to me like that. Yeah, 1%. 1% of men. And it's always the loudest guy in the room. It's the loudest guy in the room or the loudest guy on the street. And of course that guy is the one you always meet. Of course it is.
Facts.
I always meet players. Of course, they're the ones who approach you.
Facts.
Players are the ones that are good at that.
If you feel like the only people who do approach you are the obnoxious ones, creepy ones, are the players, maybe it's because some of the ones who have gotten good at approaching women are the ones who are doing it for sport. Not saying everyone. They're literally just kind of quoting him and summing up what he's saying. I think that actually makes sense. It's oh yeah, how logical is that? The one who gets really, the one who really swept you off your feet probably has not only ever talked to you that way. And it's not even bad on him. It's just, how do you think that he got kind of skilled at being I'm confident in what I say because I've said it before and it's worked? Again, nothing wrong with that from his standpoint, but from yours, if you're not looking for, a player, but you're expecting that the only person that you would want to give a chance is somebody who approaches you, I think that all he's trying to say is, it's a little unlikely it'll happen. It's not impossible. It's just, look at all the women in this room right now. How many of you do you think that you will walk out of here and there's 3 guys waiting outside and they'll approach you, but there's only 3 of them? How many women are in that room? There's like 50. So you're probably still not going to be a person who's approached by a guy if he wants to approach a woman. So I think that he's making fair points, and he's not being rude or saying anything super stereotypical.
Players are the ones that are good at that. They're the ones that do approach you. So if you're hanging back and waiting for guys to do it, of course you only meet players. Of course you only meet the loudest guy in the room. Of course you only meet that cocky guy who doesn't actually give you anything more. Of course. Because 10 minutes later he's doing it with the next person. And tomorrow night he's doing it with the next person. Not true in all cases, but certainly in many. With these guys, they're trying to find the right moment. So, my friends, it's not about you making the move per se. It's about you giving him a license to make the move. Because if you're the 1 in 30 that makes it easy, you're the one he's coming up to. You're the one he's going to try with. Don't be easy, but in the first 5 seconds, be easy.
That was actually a really good line. I like that it ended that way. Don't be easy, but in the first 5 seconds, just be easy. Like, you don't have to give a guy a death stare the second he comes up and approaches you like, why are you talking to me? Right. It's scary, which I do see that this video is clearly more on a man's perspective, so I want to give it that space and respect it. However, just speaking out on, I could also kind of see how a woman would maybe feel, oh, okay, well, that definitely doesn't mean it makes it any easier for a woman to approach a man, because that's still scary too. I think that it's just like a thing that might unfortunately run through some women's mind might be, oh, well, he looks attractive and he's not talking to me, so if he sees me and he thinks I'm attractive, he's not talking to me, he's probably taken or just not interested in talking to me. So that's not always true. People should try to work to get out of their comfort zones, but I could see how somebody on some other side could say, oh, it'll be hard, but it is, I think, decent advice. Just, especially if somebody's trying to attempt to approach you, maybe don't immediately be like, okay, impress me, perform. No, it probably took a lot for him to come up to you. But yeah, I liked this video. I think he's interesting. I thought it was all really polite, well presented, and yeah, that's basically it.
Look, man, the best time to come up to women and try to approach them, try to get their number, whatever, is when you get a certain type of choosing signal. And you got to look out for these choosing signals from women. If she gives you the eye, she looks twice at you, smiles a little bit, that's it. Go in. But you got to be smooth on how you go in. You got to be polite. You got to be non-threatening. You can't just come up to a woman, get the choosing signal, and just be like, oh, what's up, Lebby? What's your name? I mean, come on, bro. You got to have some kind of charismatic, patient something to you to where she's not threatened immediately. It's not a easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to get comfortable with. But if you know the choosing signals and you know the signs that says, hey, I find you attractive, then, and I know it doesn't really sound fair, right? Because all women got to do is give a look and give a smile, and then you got to come up and, initiate the conversation, make her laugh, blah, blah, blah. I know it's not fair, but, we can't exactly be mad at what women are, because only a select few of women are going to come up to you and ask you what your name is, ask you for your number, and try to do. I had a woman come up to me recently and compliment me, and she didn't ask for my number, but eventually I asked for hers. But then once we started messaging, it didn't go anywhere for whatever reason, and then I heard from mutual friends that, she still kind of talks to me or talks about me while I'm not around. And it's just, we can't be mad at what women are. We just gotta, sometimes go with the flow and sometimes decide what we're going to put up with and what we're not. You know? But that's today's video. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you.